EFF in this province that is beautiful of KwaZulu-Natal. Sithanda ukubingelela to the President of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Tanzania, to the collective leadership that is leading with. We greet all guests that are here in front of us today, protocol observed to the membership, to the leadership, different structures of the party. We are going to first start by offering our sincere apologies that the national leadership of the EFF is not here today. We are currently in a 3-day session of the Central Command team in Johannesburg at the Protea Hotel. It is just a quarterly meeting where we take organizational report, and we all know that we are in the battle for elections, so we are in that process now of trying to deal with the internal processes which are leading up to the campaigns. So all our leaders are there, and they have said that the PAC has played a very critical and strong role in our struggle that we are enjoying today, and we cannot allow this big opportunity to go by and the EFF does not go and voice its voice there and share what the PAC is sharing and drink the waters of the PAC, because the PAC has always been our light. It has always shed light and direction in our struggle. We know today some of us even here wearing PAC colors. We still get confused who are the founding fathers of the struggle for land in this country when others betrayed it for small conveniences and irritations by the system. We know our forebears, they stood firm against victimization, against intimidation. They still pronounced the first cardinal pillar of all black people, that land first and all shall follow. I am here with Chuma. Is a member of the Provincial Command team of the province here in KwaZulu-Natal, but I think it's just here in the passages now. What we first want to deal with is just the grassroots issues that we are grateful for this opportunity, President, and the collective. We know that there is a little bit of entitlement in the politics of South Africa. People, they want to hold on to slogans, they want to hold on to songs, they want to hold on to this rich history that we all collectively share to be theirs alone. When the PAC extends an olive branch like this, it tells us that there are forebears, there are ancestors that we are living with today that are looking out for us. They don't want us to go astray because they know we are young people who are coming behind. Sometimes we are going to speak past each other, but it doesn't mean anything about the strategic objectives that we are collectively willing and fighting for our people. It is just time and space. So we are grateful, President, for this opportunity. We are greatly honored as the economic freedom fighters of South Africa. The EFF is born out of this struggle that all of you are wearing in your chest and in your hearts, that you served, you suffered, you sacrificed for. The struggle for land dispossession. That has been our basis, and we are happy to be here today to share with people that have been there before. Today it's a schooling opportunity for us. It's an opportune moment to get the objective mentality of this thing of land that we must get back. And the EFF has been encouraged because our first cardinal pillar is that land must be expropriated without compensation. We can't pay for things that were stolen from us. When young people began the collective, they came here. They were not encouraged by us to help us. So it doesn't really that people must go and steal Cape Town, and today we must be told we can't stay in Cape Bay because it is too expensive. It is just economics of the scale. So we are encouraged by that, and our perspective, together with the PAC and all other left formations, we need to accept that the state must be the custodian of the land. None of us here must own the land, because all of us we have proven by our affiliations to political parties that we need authority to function better. We can't function on our own. If we can be regulated here, Comrade President, if there can be no systems, no internal processes of discipline and everything else, we are going to see a different pace here. So we need the state as the body to be the custodian of the land. And all of us as its citizens, we need to go and say, our mother, state, we want land for business purposes, we want land for residential purposes, then the government must give us all assistance that we need. Because what is going to happen, capital in its nature, we are told, because we are your students. You are the ones who told us that capitalism always reinvents itself. So when we give people the land, what is capital in the day advancing now? Give them title deeds. So that by the time you go and you want to advance a business project, you want to change your life, you want to move to a better place, you go and you give them your title deed. Once you feel, because things are changing now, recession and everything, the economy is upside down, because the rand has got eyes, it looks who is winning the politics, the battle of ideas, and then it goes up or down. So all those dynamics, you are then going to forfeit your property again. Who is going to take your property is still capital, is still the financial sector. Because today, as we stand, that land audit of 2013, 2014, it still says that 80% of South Africa's land is owned by white minority. Nothing has changed. So we need to be ruthless on the demand that the land must come back, and all our policy positions must seek to make remedies, to make avenues available for all of us to coexist in an environment where we own and control the economy. Because the land is the economy. We're not just speaking about dusty streets here. We're speaking about the mineral wealth. We're speaking about the sea. We're speaking about everything that flies here. The youth of this country, 70% of it is unemployed. These are problems of the economy. Our old people, they are pensioners today. They are not even given 10,000 rands a month just to encourage them for having been civilized human beings who are not in jail, who have remained and stood the test of time and looked after their families. Government can't say anything because you are not important. You are just numbers. So that is why we need a socialist government, a compassionate government that is going to touch and change the lives of the people for good. Who are in a crisis. Our people don't afford 3 nutritious meals a day. Even a doctor or a teacher or a nurse in South Africa, you can just buy $1 from Makwile, it's not nutritious. You don't afford, and you don't want to accept it. Our cars are being repossessed every day, our houses are being repossessed every day. There is no believable and practical action from the left in South Africa to deal with these issues. There is no call that says let us defy capitalism. We are not paying our bonds, we are not paying insurance, we are not paying everything. This is our land. You came and created all these systems. Now you want to punish us for participating in an economy that you set for us. We are not saying that. We are just saying to our people, hold on, it will be fine. And our people, they cannot eat wheat alone. Fighters and Africans. We are not going to eat wheat alone. The GS of South is here, they are unionists, they know. When the crisis in Ghana, our workers were fighting for 12,500. It's 2023 in South Africa, there's no 12,500, but the strike is dead. What happened? Who took the money and sold the workers? So we will need to be conscious about these things. We are young people, and you fighters in the PAC, Africans in the PAC, we need to rise and protect our organization. As the EFF, we're just going to give you share two principles with you: discipline and hard work. Discipline in the revolution is not a side issue. It is a necessary ingredient. It is what forms the modus operandi of a political party. It is a guide to action. It is a system of democratic participation. It is discipline. Members of the party, they must subdue themselves to the leadership of the party. The leadership of the party must subdue themselves to documents, to decisions, and to the wisdom of the party. That is discipline and hard work, and everyone must go an extra mile for their party. Because this thing is like marketing Africa. Every day you go here, you see adverts of KFC and Savannah. But you don't see adverts saying that we want our land now. So we must be those billboards ourselves. Every time we have to get a sociality. And the last one, because before I'm collapsed here by leadership, I see they are coming closer. The last one is selflessness. There is loyalty to the organization and love for one another. We need to be selfless. We need to be extremely selfless. This thing is not about us. There's a song there that people like singing. None of us were there. None of us were there. We can't claim those credentials. That's why we always lift our eyes up when we are seized with difficulties and look to those that came before us. So let us be selfless. Let us be loyal to the organization. Let's serve it with integrity in private and in public. In private and in public. And let's have love for one another. Let's look out for one another. Let's be compassionate towards each other. We are all we have. Let's avoid people who eat alone. We don't want people who eat alone. Those who eat alone, they must fight alone. This is a collective responsibility. This is a collective responsibility. As we close, we are calling for the unity of Africans. We are saying African people, they must close ranks. The enemy is busy masquerading with short what, trying to intimidate us. We need to close ranks. These people, they want to lead alone in this country. They want to plan alone, they want to sit alone in the dinner table. And the time for us to close the ranks is now. Let's call for one Africa, one continent, one president, one military, one policy.
So yeah,